Today we are going to learn tenses. Why do we have to learn tenses? Learning tenses help us to use appropriate verbs and speak according to the time of action, making sense with tense. There are some prerequisites to learning tenses. So before we start this topic, one should have the knowledge of helping verbs, which are also called auxiliaries, main verbs or finite verbs, verbs and their forms, subject of a sentence, subject verb agreement. Now let us see what are helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called as be form verbs, that is, the form of be. Example: am, is, was, are, were. I am a dentist. Here, am is a form of be or being. There are other helping verbs such as have, has, had, which are used to denote the time of action. While have and has is used in present perfect tense, had is used in past perfect tense. One should remember that have, has, and had do not indicate possession in tenses like I have an umbrella. So here have is not a helping verb. Have, has, and had may hold the position of the main verb. Example: I have had my dinner just now. Here, had is the main verb and have is the helping verb. So, we have completed helping verbs. Now, let us learn more about main verbs. Main verbs or finite verbs take the main or the important role in the sentence. Example: I go to piano classes on Sundays. The action is clearly expressed here, but non finite verbs shouldn't be mistaken for main verbs. For example, my teacher told me to read the poem. Here, told is the main verb and not read because read is the infinitive. Let's read some more examples. Reading is fun. Though read is a verb, in this sentence, reading functions as a noun and is also called gerund. Give me the writing pad. Here, writing is a verb, but in this sentence, it functions as an adjective and therefore called the participle. So we have completed main verbs or finite verbs. Now let us go to verbs and their forms. There are three main forms of verbs: the present, as in take, the past, as in took, the past participle, as in taken. Now, in order to master tenses, one has to master the verb forms too. So, after we have completed verbs and their forms, let us understand the subject of a sentence. What is the subject of a sentence? Whatever, whoever we speak about is the subject of the sentence. Example: the car is sent for repair. Now we are talking about the car. So therefore it is the subject. It is called the subject of the sentence. Now why do we need to learn what subject is? Because the subject decides which verb form we use in the sentence. The subject needs to agree with the verb. Now that we have understood what subject is, let us now understand the subject and the verb agreement. Read this sentence. All these are contextual exercises. Madhav have a race car. He likes to drive it. One day I will or does become an F1 motorist. Said Madhav often. Now when we look at the sentence, Madhav has a race car is the appropriate one. We cannot use have over here because Madhav is the name of a person and a singular. Likewise, he likes to drive it. One day I will become an F1 motorist, says Madhav often. The dancing troupe is ready for yet another show. They will travel Europe this time and perform in many countries. The dancing troupe. Troupe is a collective noun of this group, dancing group, and therefore the verb is singular. They will travel. Since it's a future action, we need to use the present tense here and perform in many countries. Let's read some more examples. Rahul Dravid threw the ball at the batsman. The batsman was ready and hit the ball with full force. But alas, he could not make a run. The spectators cheered Rahul. The sentence is in past tense and therefore we have chosen past verbs in past form. I remember I had sent him a letter long back. I haven't received any reply from him yet. Do you think he must have forgotten me? Now let us analyze the sentence. I remember I had sent him a letter long back. Long back denotes that the action had been done quite a long time ago. It's a past of past, and therefore we need to write had sent. Has is inappropriate. I haven't received any reply from him yet denotes that the action is being spoken about in the present time, and therefore I haven't received. Do you think he must have forgotten me? This also refers to the present action, and therefore we need to use have and the past perfect form forgotten. The verb we use in a sentence depends on the subject of the sentence. For a singular subject such as he or any name like mother, we need to use singular verb like is, was, has, begins, shows. For plural subject such as they or the children, we need to use plural verb. Example are, were, have, began, showed, etc. Now, when the sentences are joined with joining words like and, we need to use plural verb. Joining words like either or, neither nor carries the singular verb. Collective nouns like bundle or troop carries the singular verb. When we use titles of movies or books, we must use the singular verb. Words like all, most, much carries the plural verb, and words like each, every takes the singular verb. Let's see these examples. Please choose the correct answer. The bird dash itself on the tree. It dash dash of the hunter. When the hunter dash away, the bird dash away into the sky. The bird perched itself on the tree. It was scared of the hunter. When the hunter went away, the bird flew away into the sky. Everyone dashed up and dashed a standing ovation to the speaker. She dash a wonderful speech, said many. Indeed, she dash the audience with her words. Everyone got up and paid a standing ovation to the speaker. She has made a wonderful speech, said many. Indeed, she has spellbound the audience with her words. We use has, made, and has spellbound here because it is a recent action that is being spoken about. When Ria reached the theatre, she dashed that many people dash in a queue. They dash eager to watch the movie. Inside the theatre, the crowd dash enjoying the movie. When Ria reached the theatre, she saw that many people were waiting in a queue. They were eager to watch the movie. Inside the theatre, the crowd was enjoying the movie. By this time next week, I will have given this gift to my friend and she will have said thank you. I might come to your house if I get a chance to visit Chennai. Then we can visit the Central Library, said Radha. Do you know where he lives? Asked Shalini. I'm not sure. I think he has shifted to Kerala, replied Arav. Fill in the blanks with these verbs that are in the bracket. Annie and her brother are at school. Either Ram or Shyam is coming to the meeting. Now, why did we use are in the first sentence and is in the second sentence? In the first sentence, the words Annie and brother or the subjects Annie and her brother are joined by the conjunction and therefore we use are. Either Ram or Sham. When we use either or, we need to use a singular verb. George and Lara don't want to watch the movie. One of my sisters is going on a trip to Paris. Here, one of my sisters carries the singular verb is because we are talking about one sister out of the many sisters. Each of the passengers in the flight was given a complimentary snack. My friend and I usually meet once a week. Oil and water do not mix. Oil does not mix with water. Neither Bhima nor Gauri has gone to the field today. Congratulations! Now you have learnt helping verbs, finite verbs, verbs and their forms, subject of a sentence, subject verb agreement. Now you are ready to learn tenses.